Welcome back to another brutally honest review, and today I'm reviewing all the viral lip glosses that I've tried. And as always, honesty only here because I am not afraid to get kicked off PR lists. First up, we have the Makeup by Mario Super Shine Lip Gloss. I have this one in shade Bare, and I love this applicator. The little slant on the side hugs your lips so nicely. This is like a somewhat thick lip gloss texture. It is super smooth. It's not sticky on my lips in the slightest. Every time I apply this, the gloss is like reflective. It's not crazy pigmented, but the tint does still show up on my lips. Next up, we have the Say Glossy Bounce, and this is kind of a lip gloss oil hybrid. Right here, I have shade Dip. I would say this has like medium thickness. It's not particularly thin or thick. Definitely very slippery, but in a good way. This is very similar with the level of pigment. The tint does still show up on my lips, but it's nothing crazy. The gloss that it gives is just insane. One thing I will note is that I know a lot of people have complained about the scent of this, and it does kind of have like a weird wheat scent. I'm not a fan of the scent, but I like the formula otherwise. Next up, we have the Haus Labs PhD Hybrid Lip Glaze. Here we have shade Macaron. This has a bit of a thicker texture in my opinion, but still no stickiness. Has slightly more pigment than the Say. The formula feels very nourishing on my lips. It leaves behind a really nice gloss. If you ask me, this is definitely like a timeless lip gloss in my opinion. Next up, we have the Lawless Forget the Filler Lip Plumping Line Smoothing Gloss. This one I have in shades Strawberry Milkshake, and here's a look at the applicator. I think that this is the most pigmented gloss out of the entire bunch, because this is an opaque pink and it definitely shows up opaque on my lips. This has a thick formula, and this is the only lip gloss out of the bunch that I would say can be slightly sticky. The way this looks makes up for it, and the gloss that it leaves behind is just blinding. These are scented also, and this one smells exactly like what I would expect a strawberry milkshake to smell like. Next up, we have the Tower 28 Shine On Lip Jelly. Here we have shade Sesame. This leaves behind a nice glossy effect on my lips, maybe not as blinding as some of the others in this bunch, and the formula I would say is somewhere in the middle between thin and thick, and just has a very buttery feel to it, which I like personally. Pigment isn't insane, but definitely shows up on my lips. I like these, they're pretty good. Next up, we have the Maybelline Lifter Gloss. I have a bunch of shades of this one, but this is 006 Reef. This one's got some decent pigment to it, and I definitely see the tint show up on my lips. I would say this is a bit more on the lightweight side, but not crazy lightweight still. The gloss it leaves behind is more similar to the Tower 28. If you're gonna get a lip gloss from the drugstore, this is definitely the one I would pick. And last but not least, we have the Makeup Forever Super Boost Moisturizing Plumping Effect Lip Gloss. Right here I have shade Anywhere Caffeine. It does have a slight cooling effect. This is definitely a thicker formula, but I don't notice any stickiness with this. The pigment isn't insane, but definitely shows up on my lips and can be built up for sure. And the glossiness from this, blinding. So good.